everyone, welcome back to Conscious Jiva. Conscious Jiva is a whole community of people like you who want to live a life, in a way that is more awake, aware and alive. And my name is Ruchika Garg. I am your Psychospiritual Wellness Coach. And today I have two important things to discuss. The first thing is how you can deal with your impulses. And the second thing is a super important announcement. So watch this video till the end because this announcement might just be very, very useful to you. So let's come to the first thing, how to deal with impulses. Impulsive behavior meaning you have an impulse, an immediate need to do something, to get something. It could be for food, it could be for alcohol, for cigarettes, for drugs, shopping. Now it can also be Netflix because there are people who are getting addicted to series and TV, or movies and all of that. So this video was a request by one of our viewers, and thank you for putting up requests because we love it that you ask us to discuss topics, and this is how we see that there are people who are actually getting impacted by these videos. So thank you, and if you need us to discuss more topics, please feel free to comment and we will pick up those topics. All right, so let's come back to impulses. For the purpose of this video, just to make it very clear as to how you can deal with it yourself without visiting a therapist, let's stick to example of impulse to eat without being hungry. Okay, so we have seen that a lot of people who say that, I'm not really hungry, but I have this tendency to just stuff myself up with food. So this is a major problem. And we will stick to this example to explain the entire procedure, and you can use this at home all by yourself. The first thing that you can do when you have an impulse to eat is look into yourself and just get in touch with your body. Okay? The moment you have this impulse, your body is not going to be at a state of peace, at a state of ease. It's going to be very uncomfortable. There will be, some tendency that I want to do this now and I want to eat this now. There'll be a lot of discomfort, a lot of uneasiness. Now the thing is, why is your body being uneasy? Pay close attention. The body never lies, okay? The body is having this discomfort because there is an emotion that you are experiencing right now. You might not even realize it. But we experience emotions inside our body. When you feel happy, your body feels different. When you are sad, your body feels different. When you are angry, your body feels different. So it's a fact that our body experiences each and every emotion that we experience. Okay? Now coming to impulses. When your body is getting uncomfortable, that is because your body is trying to tell you that you are experiencing an emotion. This is the first thing that you have to understand. Now, what is this emotion? How do you know what is the emotion? Because most of us don't get to know. So how do you know it? So when you have this impulse, you have this thing in your body that I need to do this, and it's just so much tension. So just get inside your own body and see where exactly is the uneasiness. Now for people who have a tendency to just stuff themselves up with food, you will probably notice more often than not a discomfort in your hands because that's how you can grab food. Okay, so it could be elsewhere also, but let's now assume that it's just here. So if the uneasiness is in my hands, now I can actually just close my eyes and get in touch with my own uneasiness, that okay, this is where my uneasiness is, probably this is where I'm feeling this emotion. So what is this uneasiness trying to tell me? So this uneasiness is trying to tell me that I need to reach out to something. So am I really reaching out for food? Does food really satisfy me? Because if food really satisfied you, you would have it once and then you would be done. But this is something that happens again and again, which means your body is asking for something else, but you are substituting that with food. In any kind of an impulse, in any kind of an addiction, there is always a need, an unmet need, okay, that we try to fill by using food, alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, shopping, Netflix, everything else. So what is this unmet need? How do I get to know it? Now, because you're doing this yourself without a therapist, how you can do it is just get in touch with this feeling of uneasiness and ask this feeling that what do you want to tell me? What is it that I need right now? What is this unmet need which is giving me this impulse to eat? What is the feeling that I'm looking for? Okay, we are never looking for things, we are always looking for feelings. You want to buy a Mercedes because you want to feel rich. You imagine somebody gifting you 10 Mercedes, like I think you would end up having a headache, like what am I going to do with it? So there is always a feeling behind anything that you want to keep. It's never with the object, it's always with the feeling. So what is the feeling that I am wanting when I want to overeat, when I want to eat? What is the feeling? So if you really ask yourself this question, you might just get an answer. So for most people that I have worked with, the answer that they get is somewhat like, I am looking for a feeling of comfort. I am looking for a feeling of togetherness. Yeah, so these are unmet needs which are creating impulses. The need to feel comfortable, the need to feel loved. So when we don't feel comfortable, when we don't feel loved, we substitute all of that by thinking that eating, shopping, Netflix, smoking, drinking, and overdoing of all these things are going to fill this up, but it doesn't. Okay, so just let me gather all these points. So the first thing that you do is you get in touch with your body when you have this impulse and just see where exactly is this uneasiness. Once you locate the place of uneasiness, you ask yourself that okay, this is the emotion. What is this trying to tell me? What am I really looking for? I know I'm not looking for food because it never satisfies me. So what is it really that I'm looking for? So you might get an answer. Now let's go one layer deeper into it. Now when I have an impulse, there is a tension. I want the sound that it's like grabbing. Okay. So if you look at this body language of grabbing, is this the body language of an adult or a child? Of course, it's the body language of a child, because this is how a child is gonna just grab something and take it without thinking too much about it. I need it, I'm a child, I'm gonna take it. This is how I interact with the world. So, what do you get by this? You have to learn that when we have this kind of a tendency, it is usually an unmet need coming from childhood. Now, the thing is, we might not even be aware of these unmet needs coming from childhood because we just don't remember. These are in our subconscious mind. They are not even in our conscious memory. They are buried deep into the subconscious. So you don't know. But you can still just ask yourself that okay, this is like this child is asking for food, it's asking for alcohol, it's asking for shopping even when it's not really needed. So what can I give this child to comfort this child? This is the question you can ask yourself, that what can I give this child to comfort the child? And then you might just get an answer that okay, maybe I need to love this child a little more. Do something to yourself that makes you feel loved. Anything, that's completely up to you. Okay, you might just want to just be with yourself for some time. Maybe just watch your favorite movie that makes you really feel good about yourself. Or just read a book that you love. I don't know, it could be so many different things. So do something for yourself that makes you feel loved. So this is one example. Okay? So this is how you can deal with impulsive behavior. So the most important thing to understand is it's not the behavior of an adult, it's the behavior of a child. And this is an unmet need. You are not doing it intentionally, so please don't be hard on yourself. Please don't judge yourself for having this problem, but be very kind to yourself. These are unmet needs, and you fulfill these needs for yourself by giving yourself what you really need instead of substituting for different things. Okay, so this is the gist of how you deal with impulsive behavior. And we are trying to fill our void, we are trying to fill our empty spaces with substitutes, and it doesn't work. And that's why we get impulses, things that we don't really need, we tend to hold on to them. So this is all because of our voids. So you can ask yourself, what is my void? What is it that I'm needing really, which is creating this impulse? And you might get an answer. So now this is the time for our major announcement today. So being the founder of Conscious Jiva, I realized that during these lockdown period, there are so many people who need therapy, who need help, but we don't have too many therapists. Also, not everyone can afford therapy. Even if one therapy session is 500, there are many people who cannot afford multiple sessions of therapy, and I'm sure there are few therapists who are giving free therapy sessions. So basically, there is a scarcity. So we thought of doing something innovative. So instead of urging people to just go for therapy, we have created an idea which is the best low cost, high value alternative to therapy. Okay, sounds interesting, I know that. I had a group of 30 people who were going through tough situations, who wanted to live a better life. And instead of putting them on therapy, I put them on this method. So, this is a method of group coaching. I'm going to tell you more about it later. So, after getting into the process of group coaching, more than 70 to 80% of the people don't need therapy anymore because now they have learned to manage themselves more efficiently. They have clarity in thought. They know why they think certain things. They know why they feel certain things. They also know how to manage their own emotions, and they look forward to a happy life that is full of self-kindness. So this is the kind of benefits that these members are already getting, and it worked with them. So I'm sure it's going to work with a lot of people. And if you think that this is going to be useful to you, then what I want you to do is visit our website and just fill the newsletter form. Okay, now when you fill the newsletter form, I will have your email address with me. When we start the next batch, you will be the first ones to be informed, and this is how you can participate in the program. It's a very low cost program. It's like the cost of just one session for therapy for a lifetime of change. So this is huge, and we are planning to reach out to a whole lot of people by creating a full e-learning platform. And right now it's functioning on our Facebook group, and it's a happy, loving, encouraging group. So if you want to be a part of this process, please visit our website and fill the newsletter form, and I will inform you when we start the new batch. So thank you so much for hearing me out, and I'm excited with this new initiative, and I'm sure you will find a lot of value in this. There are so many success stories that are coming out of it. I will share all of them with you very soon. So yes, I'm going to see you in a short while again with the next topic. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Thank you for watching. Take care, stay home, stay safe, and namaste.